welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video. So basically in today's video we're going to be talking about how to easily pass CSEC Agricultural Science singular word, right? So basically if you're interested, go ahead and like, comment, share, and subscribe. And you can also go ahead and check the description down below for the CXC study guide, the exam survival guide, for just overall CXC lessons. All those things will be linked down below. If you have any questions, you can also go ahead and comment them down below. So without further ado, let's get into today's video. So basically, CSEC Agricultural Science. This was one of my favorite subjects in high school. Not because I did love go on a farm, not because I did want to touch a chicken, not because I did want in the dirt. I did just like the subject, right? I like the theory aspect of agricultural science. Now, back then when I did it, I got a distinction in CSEC Agricultural Science singular word, right? And from I was in grade 9, the teacher, I think the first the first subject test that we did, the teacher literally write on the paper, you will get a distinction. From grade 9, she put say you will get a distinction in CSEC Agricultural Science, and I did get a distinction in Agricultural Science singular word when I did it. Now basically how to easily pass the subject. Now for me personally, it wasn't a hard subject because I actually liked it. I like going to agri class, like the theory aspect, learning about the different crop rotation, just the different techniques I like to learn about, all of that stuff, right? Never like going to the dirt, never like God do, and never like the chicken and the scent, never like that. But I did like the theory aspect. Now how to easily pass CSEC Agricultural Science. So basically I will start with the SBA. If your goal is to pass, you have to start with the SBA. Now there was a crop SBA and then there was a boiler SBA. The crop SBA, I think we did which crop we did do? Sweet pepper or cucumber? I don't remember which one. Maybe sweet pepper or cucumber. We had like a group crop thing that we had to do, and then COVID did come in before that, so we did plant like callaloo or something like that in a yard and never work out. But still, some either sweet pepper or cucumber, one of them. Yeah. So basically that, and then the boiler was the one with the chicken, right? So basically those two SBA components, you have to ensure that you complete your SBA properly. Ensure that you actually take pictures of you doing the different tasks, because that is a part of the SBA. Like you need photographic proof that okay, the different stages or the different steps of you planting, watering, reaping, collecting, catching water for the chicken, and you just need proof basically, right? Because I remember that we had to take pictures like to as proof to show that yeah, we did I do something. Now yeah, so if your goal is to pass it easily, ensure that your SBA is completed on time and you have all the pictures, because that look away like oh, you do agree and you have no proof. Your SBA empty. When them open the document, you don't have the picture to show say they really do something, you know what I mean? So you need pictures to as proof. So once those are completed, in my case, agricultural science is very natural. Like, I did just like the subject. Like, basically, in my case, agricultural science wasn't hard, because let's just say if the teacher did something today and the next class she talk about it again. Honestly, when I just remember it just from that. Like, I don't need to even read it over. It's like I just remember it because I did actually interested in learning about agriculture. So if your goal is to pass it, you need to read or at least just pay attention in the class, because guess what, if you're just paying attention, that alone can make you pass the exam. If you're interested in it, that alone will help you pass the exam. But let's just say you're not interested in it and you don't really like it, or you just really not care for it, then you will have to definitely do more reading. Ensure that you're reading your notes and all that stuff. Now the syllabus is very important, and regardless of what subject you're doing, important that you follow the syllabus. So by the time you're ready to do your exam, basically realize say how far or how much of the syllabus you complete. Because let's just say exam are next week and you actually pull up the syllabus. Well, technically you're not supposed to pull up the syllabus 1 week before exam, but let's just say the week before exam you pull up the syllabus and 3/4 of what you're seeing in the syllabus you don't know, then you're not ready for the exam. If you see some topics that you never touch upon, you know the meaning, you don't know nothing, it just means that you did not complete the syllabus and you don't know how you are really managing that exam. But basically, I always liked agriculture. I did always like agriculture and things like that. So basically, knowing the syllabus, like literally just downloading the syllabus or even just opening the syllabus online, reading through it and ensure that you're following the syllabus, that will help you to pass the exam. Ensuring that your crop and boiler SBAs are completed and they're completed well and they have pictures and they're marked and you get feedback and your teacher say, yeah, your SBA grade is good or your SBA grade is that, and they give you corrections. Just ensure that you're on top of it and you just wait at the last minute to say, oh, your SBA not done, you don't have pictures, you don't have the values them putting at the table and stuff like that. So if you're really a struggle, you need to reach out and seek help early. You don't have to complete the 2 SBAs. Now you have the paper 1 and the paper 2. And for the paper 1, it's very important that you watch past paper videos, but also ensure that you know the theory behind agriculture. Because you have some people who, them if you tell them go outside go plant something or go take care of some chicken, them can do it. Them know how to take care of the chicken, they know what to do. But then you have the theoretical aspect that some people struggle with. Like if you ask them now, what is grafting? Why you do grafting? Why do people do crop rotation? And you start asking them things like that, or even ask them to just define agriculture, and the man tell you say them not know. So you cannot just, agriculture is a subject that is practical but also theoretical, because some of the techniques and some of the machinery that they use, it's technical. So let's just say a farmer, they know what to do, them go out there and them can do it, right? You go to the exam or you're prepared for the exam and someone asks you what is NPK, right? Because let's just say you know what to do, you know, say, oh, me just take up for fertilizer and say use it, but what is in the fertilizer, right? What is in the fertilizer? And then you realize NPK, exam asks you what is NPK, what is the ratio for it, and why do I use NPK, and things like that. So you have to know that the technical aspect, you have to know you just have to know basically the theoretical aspect of agriculture, and not just, some people are more technical, them can go out there and do it, and then you have the other set that them know the theory for everything as to why people go out there and do it. Now in agriculture now, I never really like it. I never really like going outside and in the dirt. Like we did like stay in the class, learn when if I learn, and then that's it. When it came to, for example, my chicken SBA, the crop SBA, when it comes to the chicken SBA, and me did afraid of chicken, bad bomigan chicken, and bomigan at the fall cube. You have to step in at the little foot bath, and you go in there. I never touch the chicken. Like me literally full up the water or something, but me not really mingle with the chicken them, because if them fly up on my face, how that go? So me never make for them something there, right? Me do the subject, but me never make for them something there. In the dirt, I dig up all, I water the plants them, and I use shovel and all of them. Me never did like that part of it. Like that part is stress me out about, oh, we're going on a farm and we have to dig out hole, or we have to water, keep up when school over, water plants. You have to take turns, we'll water in the morning, we'll water in the evening. So basically it's time consuming. Agriculture can be time consuming, but you have to do it if you want a grade, right? So basically agriculture is not a hard subject. It really is not a hard subject, but you have to be determined so you go pass it. You have to have a little bit of interest so you go pass it. Because the funny thing about it is that me can tell you everything for the agriculture if you go do the exam, but if you send me out to do if you go do it, me not really so, so practical out there like that. Like if you give me a shovel, problem. If you say go down in the dirt, go and make the plant callaloo before, but enough for me in the dirt and all of that stuff, right? Because I remember even when we do the chicken, and I think we're supposed to kill the chicken, and I never like it. I never like it one bit. But overall, and then for the paper two, just ensure that you know everything, ensure you know the parts of the stomach and stuff like that, because and the rabbit and all of that stuff. So ensure that you know those things for the paper 2 exam. Watch past paper videos, practice, and then you'll be fine in your exam, and ensure that your SVs are done. So anyways, this is the end of the video. This is just how you can easily pass CSEC Agricultural Science. This is the end of this video. Go ahead and like, comment, share, and subscribe.